It's that time of the week again. We're joined by our good friend Jake Tyler for our weekly lawn care segment brought to you by Black Diamond. Jake, today we're talking about overseeding. What are the contributing factors that go into overseeding your yard?
Yeah, and that's a good question. We get a lot of questions, year after year about when's the right time to overseed. What should I seed on my yard? And, what rate should I put them down? And the first thing, with any time in this transition zone, we're in a cool season grass transition zone, so you can use any kind of fescue, Kentucky bluegrass, or a perennial ryegrass are totally fine. When you go to the store, you can look at the labels that they have. The labels are going to tell you all different types. It's going to tell you the percentage of ryegrass, the percentage of bluegrass, and the percentage of fescues that are in your yard. It's also going to have a really important one down here that says weed seed. And the weed seed is how much weed seed is actually into the seed, because when they're grown in the farms out in Oregon, you're going to get some weeds that grow into it. So the weed seed, you want to make sure that's down to a 0. As you can see here at Fifth Third Field, we're all a perennial or a Kentucky bluegrass field. We're all straight bluegrass, which is because we maintain it to a different level. But you want to find something with a good percentage of fescue and bluegrass together. Now, once you've gotten the right mix that you want to use for your yard, the next thing you want to think about is the rates that you want to put down. So maybe your yard thinned out a little bit during the summer and you just want to get it to thicken up for the next year. Well, about 4 pounds of grass seed per 1,000 is just about enough, is all that you need for your yard. And to spread it out, you want to just evenly spread it. You can use a drop spreader like we have here at Fifth Third Field, or you can even go out by hand, just as long as you see that it just covers the ground nice and evenly and it's not too thick in areas. And the next thing you want to think about is what time of year you want to put it down. A lot of people like to overseed in the spring. Here we like to overseed in the fall. I like for Mother Nature to do her job. As the leaves and everything drop and the acorns drop out of the trees, those get bedded down in the ground. You get the snow, you get the nitrogen out of the snow, and you let Mother Nature kind of bed that seed in, keep it nice and wet, so as soon as the spring comes in, that seed's ready to germinate. So the best time to really overseed your yard is in the fall. As soon as we get into a little bit of the wetter temperatures in the fall, and then we can get your seed down and it'll come in nice and strong for you in the spring.
He's Sports Turf Manager Jake Tyler. I'm Ashley Karsten. You can catch him here every week right here on BCSN.